Stream mix. I think that's good. Open up this. I love that they added the green line. Go back over to here. We should be live. Hey, there we are. Alright, everyone, welcome back to Season 4 of Hardcore. Hello. Once again, I was caught off guard by a ghast flying around out my window, but it's a happy ghast, not a regular ghast. Last time, we spent a while getting this diamond sword. As you can see, I had to buy a bunch of axes. I had to buy a bunch of axes to get this sword, because we want to start working on making, we want to start working on stuff to get copper, which to get copper, we're gonna need, drowned, but I want to get a looting 3 sword before we start diving into that. So that's what's gonna go on. No, the iron golem. Tragic. Hey guys, welcome. Welcome. How is everyone doing today? Oh, hello. What Minecraft music would I choose for my alarm clock? That's a tricky one because I hate using any kind of music for an alarm clock. Back when I was in middle school, or not middle school, high school, I was in band, and I had to get up early for band, and for a while I used like the default ringtone, and it came to a point where that default ringtone became like a very like a source of existential like dread every time I heard it. Even like for years after I was no longer in band, it was not something I wanted to be listening to. It just caused like a sense of anxiety. It was kind of crazy. So to this day, I exclusively use Vibrate for my alarm. Okay. Alright. So step 1 is, now that we can buy swords, we should get an enchanter going. So let's see here. We're gonna need 2 diamonds, which we have, and a bunch of obsidian, which we do not. Oh, we do. How do we have so much? Oh, I think we just kept getting obsidian from what's it called? Blacksmiths. There we are. Alright, so now we need books, which we can buy from the librarian. Oh, hello, what are you doing? This guy is... Haha. Thought he could hide. Door the most. Interesting. Let's see. You see this chest situation? This is why I want copper. I desire the copper golem. Okay. Do we have a librarian? I don't... Oh. We do. Cool. These are mine now. That's actually a decent amount of starting books. And we probably don't need to buy books. We could probably just loot them. And a lay sorter. Ooh, that's cool. Alright. Obsidian. That's not where the books go. Boom, enchanter table. Whatever. Alright, what we're gonna do. If I get my... Where's my compass? Where is my compass? Oh, it's in my hotbar. If we bind this to our lodestone, so now we know how to get back, we are gonna go and get books from other villages. That way we can work on something. Where's my horse? There you are. Luckily, books are a lot more common across villages, so we're not gonna be here forever like we were with the diamonds. For a raid farm to get totems, that's intense. I need to do some auto farm construction at some point. Honestly, on this world, a cobblestone farm would be fun. Because I want stuff to build out of, but I don't want to sit there manually doing a cobblestone, like mining on a cobblestone thing. This is a librarian. Silk touch. Sticks are pretty solid. For that. Oops. No, don't leave. Can you go back inside? Yes, thank you. There we are. What do you... How did... I'm dumbfounded. Get inside and stay inside. Don't face through the wall again. A full netherite beacon. Alright, let's see. I've probably already been here since we've looted, like... Yeah, I already took the lava. Yeah, there's nothing useful in there. Does have any emeralds? I need, like, 3 more, and I can buy the Silk Touch book. Alright, well, we'll just return to this village at some point. Let's see. Let's go to this one. I don't know why I was thinking that books were going to be such a big deal. Books are actually really easy to get. The big deal is going to be, like, sugarcane itself for paper if we ever want an elytra. So we don't need to worry about going to the end until we get, until a wandering trader comes by with some sugarcane. I think there's much here. Come on, let me... Okay, I will shove my face through the block. There's the 7 emeralds we need. Hey, this reminds me of one of the old villager houses. Actually, the layout is very similar to an old one. They just spruced up the block choice a little bit. That's funny. Alright, let's head back to that first village and get ourselves a Silk Touch book. Elytra could very well end another season. We're currently on episode 7, I think, and I want to say 8 was our record for season 1. I also have thought about the ideas for possible future seasons. There's this mod that came out that turns Minecraft into Legacy Console Edition. Like, it still keeps all the modern stuff, but Legacy Console. Which, considering that was the first edition of Minecraft I ever played, I definitely want to try that out at some point, and I can connect a controller and actually play with a controller. But there is also just something else in base Minecraft being, amplified worlds. Where'd the librarian go? He's probably sleeping. I know, if I just don't go to the end, I won't die. It's so easy. But I want the gift of flight. I want to soar above it. Huh? Okay, horse. Librarian! It's gonna make me go inside. Thank you for the Silk Touch book. Don't phase out of the wall again. Where'd my horse go? There you are. If you don't think an Elytra is going to end this season, what do you think this season is going to be ended by? But, the other thing that we can do for a season is Amplified. The Elytra's the only threat, because there's no Ice Soldier. You've got a point. Let's see. So season 1 was the Elytra. Season 2 was the Iceologer. Season 3 was the Illusionist, because I'm still salty about season 3 because I was so hyped. I was so hyped for the Artificer pack, and I didn't even take a risk. All I did was go outside. Hey, this is also a redo of an old house. Because I remember this thing. Is that new? I don't remember seeing these redos of old houses. Emeralds. Let's see, so full power enchanter is 15 bookshelves, which is 15 times 3, which is 75 books, I think. If my multiplication skills are up to scratch. When Wither. We could probably do the Wither at some point. But doing the Wither is going to be easier once we have looting. Cramped in a bunch of monsters couldn't escape. That's a good guess. Ooh, a saddle. Um, that would be funny if I end up dying to a farm I created. And that sounds like a fitting way to go out. This is not a librarian house. I've been deceived. There's 2 blacksmiths here. Wait, this was the original. This was the village which we found the final diamonds in. Yeah, because I remember there were 2. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Hello, hello, welcome. We're currently on the hunt for books, so we can build an enchanter, so we can enchant our sword to get looting. Play hardcore with a friend. That reminds me when Martin Pants made the video of trying to beat Minecraft, but every time anyone dies, they restart the world. Alright, will this one have a library? Is rain important? I can't remember. Did we need rain for something? Does rain allow something to happen? I can't remember. I mean, it would allow stuff with the trident, but we don't have a trident. Oh, none of these are libraries. I mean, there's individual books, which works too, I guess, but librarians would be awesome. You know what we could also do with at some point is making a chicken machine. So we get automatic cooked chicken. What an unfortunate fate. We are collecting books to build an enchanter, so we can enchant the sword to get looting, so that way we can go after Drowned and get, so that way we can get, copper. So that way we can build a copper golem. Ooh, wait. Yes, I want to grab cauldrons. Cauldrons are good. Why are there so many cauldrons? Because cauldrons you can make automatic lava with. Another cauldron. Bro, none of these villages have librarians. What the heck? Yeah, we were doing quite a few things. We were getting diamonds for, I think it was literally just a jukebox. We just so happen to get enough diamonds for the enchanter. We have the enchanter. We're just going around seeing if we can loot some bookshelves. I mean, I can buy the bookshelves, but we'll see if we can just get some. Hopefully we can. Had the Isolager. That's how we died in Season 2. More cauldrons. Yoink, yoink, yoink. The other thing we're missing for automatic lava is dripstone. I mean, I guess we don't need automatic lava. But if we wanted to make it, we'd need automatic dripstone. I know, neither death was in Season 2 was caused by the Witherstorm, which is oh so tragic. The only issue with the Witherstorm is because the Witherstorm it actually loads the chunks. It doesn't do what Create does and just calculates where the train should be. It straight up loads the chunks, and the Wither was constantly moving at a very fast rate. It was like bringing my computer to its knees. So, unfortunately, this computer's not powerful enough to handle the Witherstorm. Yes, every single death has been anticlimactic so far. Man, I'm finding more blacksmiths and not libraries. At this rate, we're gonna get I think after this village, we'll just start heading back. Oh. Enderman's having a tough time. The other thing we could do is we could fight these guys. Holy creepers. Yeah, we're not messing with that. Is some of these guys spawn with copper armor, like this guy? If only I had the spear. Yeah, he didn't drop any copper, unfortunately. It's not that the joke itself is not funny, it's more so I get disappointed so easily whenever it doesn't come true. Yes, take out the baby zombie. Also, if my potion knowledge is correct, yellow particles means haste. But what does haste do on a spider? Because haste doesn't affect attack speed, not to my knowledge. It affects fighting speed. Specifically, structures that spawn in plains biomes can spawn in super flat. So villages. And we also found out that strongholds still work. Which is very exciting. Oh, is it strength? Oh, okay. So I just misremembered. Strength makes sense because it makes them hit harder, which is not bueno. Huh. Oh well. Which means you have a 1 out of like 8 accuracy rate on that one. There was one time when you called it, and there were diamonds. But only once. Enderman is not having a good time. The only sad thing about Superflat is that there's no rivers, there's no caverns to build bridges over. It's tragic. My beloved infrastructure. Not right now. We might need to move water, but I don't know when. If we're building a pond, I suppose we'll need water moving. Lazy rivers in Minecraft, i.e., like ones where instead of having flat water, you actually have like streams. That way you get pushed around if you're in a boat. This is a library, isn't it? Yeah! Yoink, yoink, yoink. Ah, that's Creeper. No, my horse! Inside an actual river. I don't think I've heard of them. Then. And we went far. There's another village. Unfortunately, I don't think this one... Ooh, that might be a library. It is! Huzzah! Books for me. Why is it that on the way back we're hitting all the villages with books? There it is. There's the eyesore of a hostile mob spawner. What is the cat doing all the way out here? Huh, interesting. I've never heard of that kind of build. Hello, Happy Ghast. Can I heal you with apples? I can. Sweet. Alright, I don't think this is enough books, but we should be able to get the remaining books necessary from our resident librarian. Yep, I used to do Hypixel Skyblock. Until I stopped, because of the grind, TM. Realistically, we probably don't want Infinity. We probably want Mending, if I'm going to be completely honest. Yep, for a while, my most viewed video was, for a while, my most viewed video was, what's it called? How to get sand on Hypixel? Because before they updated it, to allow you to just mine sand from the desert island, getting mending villagers is a pain. Before they updated it to where you could get sand from the desert island, you had to like do a bunch of manual stuff, or not manual stuff. You could buy the sand, but to add it to your collection, you had to go get like a desert island. New librarian, density 4. Unfortunately, I'm yet to see a trial chamber, so I will not be taking density 4. Curse of Vanishing, that is literally a 0 benefit enchantment. Frostwalker 2. You're charging 64 emeralds for Frostwalker 2? You absolute highway robbery. Thorns 1. Fortune 1's not bad. Yeah. Multi-shot. The Hypixel Skyblock economy is fascinating. Impaling. Haven't found a trident. Hypixel Skyblock has a issue known as power creep. Efficiency 1. knockback one. But yeah, I think the next 2 seasons after this one are going to be either, I don't know what order I would do them in, but the old gen console mod or Amplified World. Because Amplified Worlds are cool. They're a pain to do anything in before you have infrastructure in Elytra. But once you have infrastructure in an Elytra, they're so cool for building. Come on, dude. Give book. Loyalty. Still no trident. I mean, there's looting. I think I want to just try my luck on re-rolling the sword, though. I think that would get me better results. I know, because fall damage has been a reoccurring issue for me. We'll probably do the Legacy console mod next, because that one I want to bask in the nostalgia. No, I don't take it in a mean way. I think it's kind of funny that that's my most reoccurring issue is falling. There it is, mending! Unfortunately, I don't have the emeralds to lock it in yet, and he's not selling bookshelves. You better not change your trades, you little munchkin. The old gen console mod changes up the rendering to make it feel like Xbox 360 edition made by 4J. It introduces the old UI used in that game. I think it does a few other minor things, like uses the paper doll whenever you're sprinting or crouching in the top left. It's a whole lot of cool stuff. And it adds controller support, so I can actually play it with the same controller that I used to play Minecraft on back when I first got it on my 360. Well, I wouldn't be using a 360 controller. I'd be using an Xbox One controller, but close enough. I don't even know if my 360 controllers still work. Yeah, it'd be fun because it's both like a trip through nostalgia, but also still has all of the conveniences of modern Minecraft, like the Elytra and the Mate, or I don't know what version it's for, but the Elytra. You're not the villager I need. Where is the farmer I need? There he is. Okay, if I go get pumpkins, I should be able to get enough emeralds. Pumpkin. Waiting. I don't know. $48 pumpkins. Not you. You. Oh, you're telling me I'm 1 emerald short? Bro. Okay, should be enough potatoes to sell to him. There we are. And where is you? Mending. We'll lock that in. Adding the dirt path. That's kind of funny. Copper Golem, I need you. I need you so badly. Don't laugh at me, Happy Ghast. Actually, do laugh at me. I just paid highway robbery for a single mending book. I think what I want to do is I want to tear this building down and put a library right here. So that is what we're going to do. I have trouble with fall damage in Terraria. Sometimes it quickly doesn't become a problem because halfway through the game you get access to wings, which while you have wings equipped, you don't take fall damage. And early game you can get stuff like a double jump. So like sometimes I'll die to fall damage, but it's not as big of a deal in Terraria. Why would you ever play that game on medium core? The two acceptable ways to play the game are on softcore or hardcore. Medium core is a forbidden way to play Terraria. You either keep your inventory when you die or you don't respawn. Those are your two options. That's how sane people play the game. Also, I found myself only playing on expert mode now. Or not expert, master. I remember when expert mode released, and I was like, dang, I'm only going to play on expert. And then master mode released, and now I'm like, dang, I'm only going to play on master. And I've actually done it for so long that playing on normal mode is weird to me. Like, the game feels so easy when playing on normal mode. Alright, now to build a library. I think what I want to do... Get some logs. Fair enough. I should have thought otherwise. I do play roguelike games. My favorite is Risk of Rain. But I have also played Megabonk. In fact, I've heard good things about Slay the Spire. I haven't personally played it, but I've heard good things. In fact, I'm actually trying my hand at programming a roguelike. So I was out here programming away, and I made a gravity platformer controller, like very Mario Galaxy-esque gravity, with a very well-made, or I think it's well-made, platform controller. And I was like, what if I make it into a roguelike, where you do roguelike? Favorite type of game? Probably sandbox. Is that a genre or type? In general, I like games where I like progressing and building and creating. Those are the games that I like the most. I've tried to get into more round-based games, like competitive games, like Rainbow Six Siege and Rocket League and stuff. Um, and I don't know, they're fun. It's just it's not my ideal game that I want to play. Although I have absolutely fallen in love with Baldur's Gate 3, primarily because it's a very faithful way to play D&D in a video game, and they did such a good job with the graphics of it. The Dragonborn in Baldur's Gate looks so good. Yes, the D&D nerds. I am a really big D&D nerd. That I definitely at some point want to still make a D&D YouTube channel in live stream D&D. That would be awesome. My favorite class is Artificer. Artificer, my best class. Man, that does suck, Vad. Because from my experience, playing in person is also playing in person just has a little bit more magic to it than playing online. I would say in a close rogue is a solid one. One of the things I like about a lot of rogue subclasses is you don't have to depend on resources to do your cool stuff a lot. For me, my in close second and third would probably be Bard and Barbarian. Right now I'm playing a Barbarian, and it is so much fun. What's better is for whatever reason, this character that I'm playing is absurdly lucky. The amount of times he's gotten max damage on his D12. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe someday. But seeing him rolling D12, and he crits so often, I don't know why. And whenever I made him in Baldur's Gate and Solasta, he also crits often in those games too. I have no clue why. It statistically, maybe it's just confirmation bias that I'm oh, he crit, so I'm adding it. But what's better is this character. He does not have the warrior spirit. He is not in it for the fighting and for the bloodlust. In fact, he doesn't want to fight if he doesn't have to. He's not like an oath-sworn pacifist, but like if he can avoid fighting, he will. So whenever he does like unleash his full strength, he hits like a truck. And the other players at the table are doing such a good job of like playing into that, which I'm happy about. Hey, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. Bro, he almost walked in the path where I was swinging my axe. Like, he wants to... I don't know. This has horse armor in it that I never took out. State of Horizon. And then I like Bard because I've loved, for whatever reason, I've taken a liking to a mantra that I don't know if I'm the first one to make it, but a mantra I've been saying is, why be a wizard when you can be a rock star? I just love the idea of using an instrument to perform. Actually, fun fact, the flag for the State of Horizon, or the State of Horizon in general, comes from a Artificer character of mine. Because he was the State of Horizon is like a space empire. Or, I say empire, but that's just my Stellaris terminology seeping in. A nation like to explore the stars. Oh, Jesus. A blade singer with a gun. That sounds intense. I guess that works, because it's as a blade singer, dex focused, and guns are dex. Blade singer with a gun. I might be out of spell slots, but I'm not out of options. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, we're nerding out about D&D. I guessed That is a fitting catchphrase. Those are all tiny slimes. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Oh, there's a glass pane. I'm not even using the happy gas to, like, build. I just like that it's flying around. Alright, let's go sleep before zombies start becoming an issue. Alright, so I think I have an idea of what I want to go for. But I don't know if the scale is going to be too big. So let's start throwing down some blocks and see how it goes. So, let me grab the enchanting table. So in the middle here, we'll have the enchanter, which is going to need... it's going to need bookshelves around it. The issue is that already takes up like a hefty chunk of space in the village. Let's see. I really want, so like, let me put this down so I know what I'm working with. Excuse me, the library's not done yet. I know you want to peddle your overpriced mending books to me, but not done yet. Can we do 2 layers? So there's a walking area. Okay. And then a layer for bookshelves. And then the wall, which I'll do in cobblestone. Oop. All right. This is the main building. And then we can have like we can have like a foyer come out here. So this is the bookshelf layer. Okay, let's build up the first part of the building first, so I know what I'm working with. I know that I want to have a fireplace out the back, so that way we can get some cozy vibes. We're gonna need a lot more cobblestone. Here. Oh, hello. Sorry, I don't have a saddle for you. I cannot ride the happy ghast. There we go. Fireplace. And then what I'm thinking is I'm thinking of almost using... It's just I don't have that many colors of wood to work with. My palette is limited. Oh, I have stairs already. I need glass, and I haven't leveled up the librarian enough for glass. Does that look good? I don't know. Perhaps... Looks alright, I suppose. Like a nice bracing. Let's go with this and see. Let's go with this look and see if it turns out good. I had exactly enough cobblestone. And we're encroaching on the pathway. Perfect. All right. So now, let me get some scaffolding blocks. Ironically, not scaffolding, because I don't have bamboo. So the question is, what to make the wall up here? Because if I make it oak planks, it's gonna blend in a little too much. I could do strip logs. Like, if I do this. Doesn't look too bad. Let's go with that for now. Nice. I'm curious, when you say cartoons in different media, do you, like, was, like, The Legend of Voxmano, Akina one of them? Or was it something else? The the YouTube leaderboards is an enigmatic, mysterious thing. You made him mad. It happened like a month or two ago. A Gravity Falls episode. I know exactly what episode you're talking about. It's the one where Dipper plays dungeons, dungeons, and more dungeons, and he tries to find people to play with him, but no one wants to play with him. So the only other person nerdy enough to play it with him is Ford. Yeah, unfortunately, the leaderboard is pay to win. Like you can get up to like 120 XP or something just by chatting, but like every hour or so. But to get more, you need to pay, which is unfortunate because I would like I get that's to incentivize people to pay the creator, but I think it would be far more interesting to see it as like a tracker of who's chatting the most. Hmm. Oh, 75 XP an hour. Yeah, so it's not even 120. It's less. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Amphibia. I know people have said good things about it. And I know there is a Gravity Falls reference in it as well. I don't know what design I'm going for this library. Yeah, 3 messages an hour is pretty boring. I mean, I could do the like arc, the arcing thing again. I would assume donating gives a lot of XP. Honestly, I wish YouTube would let me like exercise control over it. I mean, I bet I could turn it off if I wanted, but like customize it more. Let's just go here. Your first place. Ooh, you know what I could do with this design? I could put like a dome in the middle. Obviously, I would need glass for that, so I would need to trade with the librarian. But that could be an option. Auto translated They've had auto translated captions for a while, but I think then the auto translated like dubbing is new. And I guarantee you they probably rushed implementing it. It's definitely not impossible to have an auto translator like that. I mean, this example doesn't prove that it's possible, but I'm just saying, like, and people like obviously are fascinated by them because we have a lot of like universal translators and sci-fi. But I have a feeling YouTube probably just rushed implementing it because they're trying to get on top of the AI like uh bandwagon. Oh, that's probably like just straight up frustrating. Like not even a poorly implemented thing, just more so forcing you to use the auto translated one instead of just watching the original. That's kind of stupid. Okay. All right, I need more logs. All right, so yeah, I think we have an idea coming together here. What we can do is we can have a dome up top. And what's good is we don't need to worry about the axe like durability because we have 5 more diamond axes because we had to buy them from the weaponsmith. We have plenty of diamond axes. Yeah, like deciding that it wants you to watch the auto translated instead of just listening to it, even if you already know the language, is kind of stupid. My question is, does it try and like mimic the voice of the original video? Or does it just do some like robotic voice? They should have a default setting. Oh, it's a stock AI voice, okay. Yeah, I suppose like the auto translation is useful if it's like a tutorial or something. Well, maybe not, because generally in a tutorial, you want to the auto translation might miss some of the like nuances of the language in terms of what choice they use. But if you're watching like a creator, sometimes it's like sometimes it is the creator's voice that is the most interesting part to some people. Okay. Here's what we got now. We're gonna put like a foyer out front, so don't worry there. What I feel like we need like a dark block, but we don't have good options. We could do nether brick, but we have to smelt all the brick. Unless we just start disassembling the nether fortress, which I mean is an option. Like, here, let me see. My furnaces are still floating. Okay, so the consensus is that the AI voice is not fun to listen to. Oh, and it makes one. Yeah, we're not going to smelt it. That's going to be way too much smelting. We're just going to disassemble another fortress. Let me bring... I don't have a backup diamond pickaxe. That is kind of annoying. I guess I can ask next time I contact YouTube support. There's my blacksmith, is it you? It's 30 emeralds for another efficiency 2 pickaxe. Go to YouTube in person. Where even is YouTube's HQ? Is it like, I'm sure it's like California or something. Yeah, I'm gonna go right up to YouTube HQ and be like, hey guys, it's me, the YouTuber with like 1.5 thousand subscribers. You guys gotta change your auto translator. Yeah, let's just head to the nether and start disassembling the fortress. We can get a new pickaxe later. Do I have any... I do... Oop, where is it? There you are. Potion of fire resistance. absolutely necessary when going to the Nether. I also love that I can just, like, swap around where the compass is bound to. That way I don't have to make 2 compasses, I can just make 1. Hello. That is not a good idea. They're so big, they're knocking each other off. Okay, there we are. Ugh, those hoglins are a pain to deal with. Need more emotes? I will make more. I definitely want to make more. Alright, Nether Fortress. Ow. Ow. Come over here, away from the soul sand. I can jump you properly. Yeah, like, I don't think the feature itself is bad, it's the fact that it's automatically turned on, I think, is the issue. Man, this whole, like, base here is just solid nether brick. Alright, we're at 2 stacks nether brick. Get 3 stacks and then we'll head back. I am unbelievably happy that we ended up getting a fortress right next to the portal. Normally I'm so unlucky with fortresses. There we are, 3 stacks of nether brick. It only took disassembling the nether fortress. Why is there a skeleton over here? Part that I hate the most about the Nether is the fact that skeletons spawn in the Soul Sand Valleys. It's like, that's one of the things I'm trying to use the Nether to get away from, is skeletons. I did not just throw that. It didn't even break. Oh, it went through the portal. These slimes are now fire resistant. Behold my fire-resistant slimes. So now we can start laying down another brick. I think what I want to do is let's turn the stack into some slabs and go to sleep. What do you mean? What sheep? Oh, I know it's sheep. I'm just teasing. This is a bit of a strange block choice, but I think it might work. There's no sheep in this world other than ordinary sheep. I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh, red nether brick is a good idea. I'll have to keep that in mind. I think... Because the only way to get red nether brick is to make it, I believe. Do I have warts? I do not have any warts. Although that might be a good thing. In all seriousness, red... I guess it did not give me the recipe. Okay, I just need to make sure to go get nether wart at some point. But once I get nether wart, I'll definitely see if the red nether brick will help out. We'll leave the spot above the enchanter open so I know what the center of the room is. There we are. So there's our nice nether brick roof. I think the darker look to it Looks good. Alright, let's get another librarian going. We have another unemployed villager. You there. Become unemployed. Become librarian. You did not just start selling a mending book. Well, this guy's cheaper, so we're not keeping you with mending. Bookshelf. Let me check. Minecraft trades. Okay, glass is always the journeyman trade. Novice, we have a chance at bookshelves or enchanted books or paper. Okay. We just need the one that lets us buy bookshelves. All right, thanks for tuning in, and another thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. That was awesome. And I hope you have a restful night's sleep. Should I be concerned? Your devil emoji is pretty scary. Oh, it means you're gonna overtake him and become first place. Yeah, there it is. I figured it out. I sussed it out, as the kids say. Oh, I heard a sound of something happen. Unless that was just my Streamlabs being oh so delayed. Alright, so we have plenty of oak logs. I should always be concerned. Oh dear. Alright, so now I have logs. I can turn these into sticks to trade with the guy. Not that guy. This guy. With this, I can buy a singular bookshelf. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Ah, there's a skeleton. Hey, he dropped a copper helmet. If I melt that down, I get 1 copper nugget. Oh, yeah. Good news, we have enough bookshelves to get a max level enchanter. I think I'm gonna put a bench here. Put a bench on both sides. And we'll put a little alcove. Not there, but here. 1/18th, a 1/81st of a golem. Yep. We'll get there eventually. One day we'll have a copper golem of our own. There we go. We have some light. What we can do is we can now put bookshelves along the walls. Now, obviously, we need, like, a lot more bookshelf. No, this is 15. Oh, no, you're right. This is 12. We're gonna need 4 more for the top corners. Well, I'll just buy more. Thank you for catching that. Yeah, we do need 4 more. My conflict of wanting to make aesthetic wanting to give aesthetic to my enchanter, but also needing max power enchantments. It sucks that we can't do the paper trade. Only a wandering trader could come by. And if we had access to sugarcane, like, things would be so good. We could get so many more emeralds. We could get books on our own. We wouldn't need to trade for them. We could get firework rockets. We could get elytra. We have so much gunpowder. I forgot pigs already checked the spuds. Yes, aesthetic is worth the price. Alright, and then put that over here. Or 2 more bookshelves. Yay, 2 more bookshelves. It's gonna be a slow grind, but we'll eventually have this library looking pretty epic. Actually, you know what we could do? We could move it to, since both of these guys are locked in, I think, yeah. We could move their lecterns into the library. Yeah, we'll put it here and here. We got ourselves another bookshelf. Wait a minute. We don't have lapis. Hold on. Wait, maybe we can buy lapis. Okay, we can buy lapis. Don't worry, we can buy lapis. We can buy it from the cleric. We're not out of luck. Hey, another piece of copper armor. And if we had melon seeds, we could be making twice as many emeralds. Two out of 81. We'll get there one day. Oh, we have more emeralds here. Another bookshelf. Pop. So we should now have... I don't have anything unenchanted on me. So we should now be at coveted level 30 enchanting. I grab this. We're also at experience level 50. Because obviously we haven't died, because that would have ended the series. Yes! Level 30! Yeah, realistically, if I just had gone with that guy who was selling me looting books, then we would be fine. But we're not. Again, what I'm really confused about is how I have so much freaking gunpowder, but very little, like, flesh. Don't know why the villagers like climbing my scaffolding. I haven't been replanting my saplings. Where's the wall of tree when I need it? It'll be fine. We can, since we can get lapis from the cleric, we'll just do that. But I think this is probably a good stopping point for today. We had quite a few people on the stream today. That was very, very fun to see. But before I head out, a big thank you to everyone who decided to tune in and watch me half build a library. Special thank you to the channel members, which there are 5 more of you now because of Bizek. Yeah, special thank you to the channel members. Special thank you to everyone who tuned in today. I greatly appreciate it. Next time we should be finishing the library and maybe starting another side quest instead of getting copper. Because that's the whole reason I was doing this, to get looting, was to get copper. You don't have your first place yet. Tragic. Well, I suppose the crown is out of reach once again. But one last thank you to everyone who tuned in. And I will see you later, alligator.